sorry, you saw that in one movie. Okay, you know, Hollywood knows something. So it was like, I wanted to kill all of them. And the guy was like, why? It was like, because they are the choice of people. It's like, I'm thinking, why would you kill them because of the choice? Obviously, because they're not the other people of the book. And they read the book, and the Most High say, since we're not holy anymore, there come judgment.
That's right.
See?
Good.
We offend not. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, back at verse 7. And just the continuation. We offend not because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
The Most High is our hope, man. So they know as long as we're breaking the commandments, that's it. We're unholy in the sight of the Most High. Actually, get Isaiah 58. No, 59. This is Deuteronomy 29 and 24. It says, even all nations shall say, wherefore as Yahweh done thus unto this land, what meaneth the heat of this great anger? Then men shall say, because they have forsaken the covenant of Yahweh power of their fathers, which he made with them when he brought them forth out of the land of Egypt. So they know that as long as we're not holy, we're not making ourselves holy, they're going to have free rule over us, man. Oh, 1 and 2.
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save.
That's right.
Neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. Verse 2. But your iniquities have...
Because you want to be unholy.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
That's right.
And your sins have hid his face from you.
Yeah, so this is why we're going through dire straits today, at the end of that.
Yeah, just a bit more. That he will not hear.
That's right. So the Most High don't hear unholy people. Yeah? This is why he's not answering us when we pray or cry out to him. Our people are now waking up to who we are, coming back to righteousness, coming back to being holy, separating ourselves from these other nations, from the custom of the world. So he started to turn his face back to us now.
Psalms 19. There's a book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7. And it reads, the law of the Lord is perfect.
Yeah, they're holy, man. Like, what's wrong with don't sleep with your neighbor's wife? Like,
Yeah, but these people,
they sing about it in songs. That's why you don't find it perfect. How you gonna sleep?
normal, like, if
Yeah.
you got a woman, his aim is to juke a woman so he can feel like, yo, I got it too.
You know?
It's like some madness, but that's us, man.
Don't bear false witnesses. What's wrong with that?
No, that
You know?
is perfect.
That's right.
Yeah.
The law of the Lord is
And
perfect.
who did he give the law to? That's right. He gave us the laws. He severed us and said, you know what? Here's my perfect laws.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
That's right.
The testimony of the Lord Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple.
So that makes you know that when we ain't been following these laws, we've been a simple people.
That's right.
Yeah. This is Proverbs 1:22. He says, how long ye simple ones will he love simplicity, and the scorners delight their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Yeah. So we love to be simple.
We love simplicity.
No, I just wanted to be the with it.
Yeah. Verse 8.
Psalm. The statutes of the Lord are right.
Yeah, that the statutes of the Lord are right. So if we say we're going to do what's right, that means you're keeping God's commandments. Yeah? Those holy, what is it? For the law is holy, the commandment is holy, just and good. If you're doing what's right, you're doing what's good, that means you're keeping God's commandments and you're making yourself set apart and holy.
The statutes of the Lord Yahweh are right.
That's right.
Rejoice in the heart. The commandment of the Lord Yahweh is pure, enlightening the eyes.
Imagine that. It's pure.
The fear of the Lord Yahweh is clean, enduring forever.
Right.
the judgments of the Lord, Yahweh, are true and righteous altogether.
And he told us to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Yeah? That goes with the judgments as well. You know? And at the moment, we're the ones that's feeling the judgment.
Right.
Yeah? We're the ones that's feeling the judgment because we don't want to be set apart.
The book of Ephesians 5 and 3. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be one's name among you, has become a saints.
So they become like saints. When you look up that word saints, part of the word saints, the definite understanding of saints is holy. And when you look up holy, saints come up in there. Yeah, so us being saints mean that
There are French saints. Holy.
yeah, we're the holy people.
You know, this is your holy French church.
And it says covetousness and all these things. Like this is what our people sing about in their music. Sleeping around. Even the soul music is so deceptive. No, it just
That's why I never
sucks you
liked it
in.
when I was young, man.
I used to like it, but then now you got a bit more sense. You understand that.
That was like, that's a false sense of love.
What in love is the adultery?
It's adultery and it's covenant. It's the spirit of covenant.
It's hungry.
It's the apology of the lust.
Yes.
Of the flesh.
Because you don't go to the woman based on the fact. Obviously, when you see a woman, you see her body and you're like, yes, you gotta have it. It's not gonna, But the whole thing about it is, I lust. I want to go somewhere sexually with you, but I don't want to explore as a woman. I don't want to love you. And that's
I don't want the responsibility that's attached to that.
That's right.
You're my wife, I have to feed
take care of
you,
you.
I have to protect you,
Yeah.
I have to spiritually guide you. No, I just want to be with you without all the
And that's a very good point. What do we have today? We have two ladies, what's her name? One from the Northern tribe and one from the Southern tribe. What's the name of those? Cardi B and
something
Stallion, whatever, yeah? They're talking about some worry stuff, man.
Listen,
They are leading our women to be whores and try. Like a woman that was nice, yeah? She was at home and everything. Now she listens to Cardi B and everything. Now she find a married boy. Then she want to go and try Jackson around the corner. Like,
Rihanna before she got 2 weeks. Like Rihanna before she was, you know, some.
yeah. But then Rihanna, she did it. But she did it in a poetic way. Like,
No, but before she got her shoes now, like,
Yeah,
she
she was a
her
bit,
early
yeah.
life, she was more,
be sexual, man.
no, she was more like,
Oh, she was humble.
yeah, she carried herself,
Oh, she carried herself nice, and after that, they changed.
yeah. When you get into this thing now, into that music,
That's what when you mess with someone like Jay-Z and that, and they say a good girl, but she said they say a good girl turned bad. She said it herself, and that was very powerful. That's what's going on.
exactly.
The music industry is turning our daughters, our sisters, and our women, man. And the movies as well.
Yes, I was just about to answer. That's the spirit. So the music and television industry is run by Amalek, and they're directing our people into this
Well,
sinful.
Amalek came with porn.
Yes.
Amalek is the one who came with
Absolutely.
porn.
You know them. They're Amalek.
You know what I'm saying? The Amalek, man. So Amalek is our enemy. Let's believe
Number
it.
one.
They took our identity. They don't want us to be holy the whole time.
They took our identity. They keep us in sin.
That's why the work that we do
Perpetually.
is a very powerful work. We might not have the media coverage in that, but through the spirit, the people that are supposed to get it. But we cannot be silent. We can
See, it's clever what they've done, you have to admit still.
Very
Because
clever.
by throwing money at us, keeping us in sin,
And that was
keeps
my
them
next
in
point.
power.
That was my next point because what did they do to Cardi B
That's
and make us Stallion or whatever?
Yeah.
They said, listen to me, this is what's going to work. Right? And they put the money. They have a way of putting the money in front of you. You know, like
that's what
us.
they do, money for wicked. They
Yeah.
like to do something good now. They're not throwing no money at it.
That's right. You know, like when sometimes we, meditate upon the kingdom, and we see other riches, the glory, the peace that we're going to have. It keeps you going. It's the same thing with these poor souls. Like, you know, when they come, they're giving all the money, they know that they can take their family, whole family out of poverty. So they're going to do that. That's how they get us with the money.
But that's short-sightedness, really. That's what it is. Short-sightedness.
Because
And this is far-sighted.
That's right.
because we don't have that vision. That's why.
But that's what faith is. That's what we say.
No hope.
Faith, yeah.
No hope.
So faith will bring hope.
That's right.
Faith, when you have faith, it will bring
But what did it say?
hope.
Faith is the substance of things
That's right.
That's right.
It's not seen. Yeah.
So, how people don't have faith, they're like into the now. You know, they're into the now. But we hope the hopeful elect, we ready to go through whatever we go through. Because when we look deep into it, we know like what's coming, it's coming. We don't have rest.
It's like that video I did about the kingdom.
That's right.
I was going through, like you said, the walls of the foundation will be of sapphire. So I looked
Yeah,
up on
that's what
sapphire.
yeah.
Then it said emerald. I looked up emerald, and I'm thinking, wow.
That's crazy.
And then the streets, like gold, like clear glass. Like you humans are taking off your shoes when you come to the kingdom.
It's going to be
You know what I'm
powerful.
saying?
Look at the and the food will be eating like a defiled food. You know what I'm saying? Even in Africa, we had organic.
But
We don't have organic, but they're trying.
Yeah, they weren't doing the kingdom. Slack is wrong. Now I'm saying that you're not coming in the kingdom. Now I'm saying the evil can be taking off their shoes. But they won't
No,
come
but
in the
because
kingdom.
niggas don't come how they're gonna come in the kingdom, but they won't be part of the kingdom. To come in the kingdom, who's gonna clean your stuff? Who's gonna do your work? You're gonna have to go in the kingdom, but you won't be part of the kingdom. Basically,
You know what the most side's great? Remember, we walked for 40 years and shoes never wear out,
That's right.
clothes never wear out.
It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the, so when you look at things like that, right? They can only give you faith, bro.
Imagine telling the
And
Christians.
also on a deeper level, that's right. On a deeper level, that's what we're going through. What we're going through.
That's right.
Why? Because the Most High was like, yo, I ain't gonna give you that. I ain't gonna give you that just like that. Go through. I wanna see it. You say you're my man, right? Will you die for me? Like that's.
Yeah, right and
I got that one.
Meaning like when you go through the hardship, you know what I'm saying? In my name, for my name's sake, and then I will give you the kingdom.
you want to be holy. You want to be
Power
Makes
set
sense.
is the real G.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the real.
He's the real G.
And his father's the real triple G.
And you know what?
Right.
You know what? You know what? Even the prophet before, they were G's, man. The prophets, the prophet and the apostle, they were G's.
They were.
They were G's because they were tough. You have to be tough in the head not to follow the foolishness. You know how? That's why I don't respect. I don't respect them. I don't respect when I'm walking around, right, and I see them niggas. You know, I don't respect them. You know why? Because they're weak.
That's
So they
right.
can't. Look, you know what it takes to be with one shoes, right? And one jean for a while, and one shirt for a while. You don't have nothing, but you still keep your integrity until the money comes through, and you can buy 2, 3, 4 jeans. Them niggas can't take a day without a certain money, like a certain sum. They're gonna have to do anything to please their wife. They have to do anything. They can't be. They will go crazy without money. For us to go through the deeper shit. I mean, we still, you know,
Still keep our head up.
Yeah,
That's
we
strong.
make do with what we have.
Still
You know,
keep
And
our
make
head
it
up.
stretch.
They're supposed to respect us, man. 'Cause, you know,
When you start to do the most side, he looks after you one
Yeah,
way or
yeah,
the other.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He does. He does.
yeah, and he helps you to, like I said, to be content with what you have.
That's right.
Sometimes you may not have, you know, it will bless you.
But he gives us what we need.
Yeah, not what you want, what you need.
Well, you know-
There's a difference between needs and wants.
Gave us
But you know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. When you in the truth, right? Like my mom, she told me, yo, Nick, when I was 17, I used to go. Never was used to go to the French army, right? Being born in France to go to. And I said no. Yeah. And she told me that she's like, that's where you messed up. That's where you messed up. I'm like, Mom, for sake, I know what you're saying. I understand. I even apologize for not being the big gun that you thought I would be or whatever. But at the end of the day, men going after the Lord, the most I wanted you to be in that position and in that place. You know what I'm saying? No matter, I'm not rich today, but I'm rich in eyes. I'm not going to do things according to you. I love you Mom, but I'm going to follow the Most High. Do you know how hard it is to like see your cousin? There, like I have a cousin that is a government official, right? Do you know how hard it is? You have to be in the head to hang around certain family member that so-called made it according to the worldly standard, and you are in a situation where they know that this guy is supposed to do something, but for some reason they don't even understand why you're in that situation. So I respect the prophet, man. That's why when you're in the truth, I love you because it takes heart.
That's right.
It takes heart to be in this truth, man.
That's right. That's right.
And to cut off all the foolishness that the world can give you. You know, come out here and take the abuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be taking.
For Joshua,
And I can bear testimony. I remember the first time I saw my brother, we all know this brother's name is Yeshaya. The first time I saw him, rocking the fringes in Tottenham, and I was like, bruh, this guy's good. That was my first thought. I was like, he got up.
Shout out to soldier, man.
Real, for real. So just shout out.
Even me, when I step out my friends on Saturday, I wonder what they think I am, man. I have to look at this video. Where is he going this Saturday? But it is what it is.
yeah, it's just like in the book of Joshua, chapter 23, it says, be very courageous. Now that alone tells you that when you make certain changes, people are going to look at you differently. You still have to hold your head up and go where you're going. You know, Joshua 23, verse 6.
A lot of people fall out of the truth because of that, you know. A lot of brothers give me the truth and they put them take the pressure, man.
Being holy,
Being rejected, being set, because being set apart, maybe being rejected as well. On the flip side of things, you know.
Oh yeah.
People don't see it the way you see it, so they reject
Rejecting the world, and the world will also reject you.
Yeah, they'll definitely cast you out because now you're contrary to what they are teaching and what they're pushing. You know, what cult has he joined?
That's
you know,
right.
they look at you and they don't realise they're the ones
that's
who
a very good
right.
point.
You know?
When I came in the truth, when I came in the truth, meaning when I joined the church, yeah, y'all was trying that. I put certain things on my picture and on Facebook, and I say something. I'm with Papa. He called me and said, "Yo, he's in London." I was like, "What's going on, bro?" Like, I don't understand. Because he used to see our shine. He don't know that. I used to see them guys back now. It's like, yo, bro, I hope you're okay because we all know that stress and depression can be.
So you've taken on the Lord's advice, but that makes you depressed and stressed.
Are you okay, bro?
Funny enough, you should say that, though.
So I did
Yeah,
When I came into this truth, it was like my brother was saying to me, "Boy, are you all right?" Because they're thinking that because you might have gone through certain stresses, now you're looking for something to trigger.
Yes. And that's the same thing. Like we're thinking like, oh, this guy may be going through it. You know, because they say the preaching of the cross is folly.
That's right.
To them that perish, though.
That's right. To them that perish.
But me personally, I think even before I came into the church, most of the people that knew I was going to I was only listening to Hebrews like music, I was only watching Hebrews like videos, I was only talking about the word. So it was coming.
I can't say the same. Because I was in
I was a
rap.
mega. Yeah, I was a mega. You know how they tell me mega? I was a mega.
Listen,
Listen,
I never used to listen to none of that commercial.
Yeah, you were like
pure underground.
I was like that as well. Like,
oh, okay,
Talking about that. Listen, you say that I can tell. You say you don't know, I keep it down. You know what I mean?
You know them one, you know Ben Yam Yam, that warriors.
Anyway, this is the book of Joshua, chapter 23 and verse 6, and it reads, "Be ye therefore very courageous." So you have to be very courageous to keep and to do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses. That alone, wearing your fringes, growing your beard, all these things that the society teaches against. When you start holding on to them and doing them, everybody looks at you differently.
That's right. And that's us.
You're a weirdo.
Yes.
That's us setting ourselves apart.
That ye turn not aside therefrom to the right hand or to the left. Yeah, that's it for verse 6.
So this is 1 Kings chapter 2 verse 1. It says, "Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth, be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the charge of Yahweh thy power, to walk in his ways." Because really and truly, like the brothers have been saying, when you start to walk in the ways of the Most High, people do look at you kind of differently still. Which is good. I remember my friend was saying to me, I must have been in this like 2 years, and he goes, boy, you're kind of changing, you know. And at first I took it funny, but then I said, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you're telling me, boy, you're the same, I'll have to be like something ain't right. So it says, and keep the charge of Yahweh thy power, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
That's right.
Us coming back to our covenant, to our power, we're going to be separating ourselves and coming back to holiness.
That's right. Let me read that one. 1 Corinthians 1:27. But Yahweh hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Go back to 18. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, is the power of Yahweh. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of these words? Have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of these words?
So we're coming back to wisdom. That's why the wisdom of the Most High is different to the world. Yeah, they try and figure him out. Just do what he says, man.
What he's doing, man. Getting some people, when you look at from the outside looking in, you're like, this guy is there, man. But actually, these are witnesses all over the place because he's coming. He's being the church. I always say this, he needs witness. You know, so when you go to the court, before the court, you can't say, you can never say you never heard that gospel. That's the reason why we out there. Because he says in you see Isaiah 13, he says, and they shall see the teachers.
There'll be no more hidden.
So this is the time now, you know what I mean?
Whether they hear or whether they forbear.
That's right.
Bring out the word.
This is Isaiah chapter 43 and 10. It says, ye are my witnesses,
that's right,
saith Yahweh, and my servant who I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no power formed, neither shall there be after. So like the brother said, we're the witnesses for the Most High. Yeah? And that's what we're doing. When we're, like, these nations don't like what we're saying.
No.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're witnessing against this kingdom. That's what the prophets did.
I mean, come on, say, look at YouTube. Look at the way YouTube is treating us. If we weren't a threat, there wouldn't be doing what they're doing. You can see, we don't even have a lot of views. For the most part.
And then you want to block my
for some
video.
reason, they're so honest. You know why? Because they
I
know.
think they're messing with views.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know that. Because when you go good view, then you're recommended.
I know
more people
for a
get to watch
fact
it.
there's more view. I know for a fact because there's 4 of us here, and I know all of us look at the videos because I do. I know all of us. I have a friend in America. I know she's looking at the videos. Right. I've got other friends that I know they are.
The one that we've been up to, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So therefore, when I look at the numbers, I already know that that's a manipulation. Because I know for a fact there's more people looking at the videos than what that number's saying.
And also you got people, like these people you see, they're what people usually like. You know, there's a lot. You know how I know that one day when we finished that day, we came on a Friday last week. And we're going up there and then
brother,
good commissioning, you know. He knows, I'm sure he watches it. He even thinks, no, but he hasn't got courage. But they're not from far. Sometimes when we used to be here, we used to be with them, standing over there.
They don't come close, but they stand and they're taking notes. Yeah.
And the next thing they go on YouTube and they listen. So there's people right now they know about everything, but now it's still like starting of doing like
Now
doing the
start
step.
doing now.
They're not, that's hard right now. But brothers, so the views are up, but I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying? You think it's clever.
And some people think it's shameful. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't
Yeah,
understand.
they think it's shameful.
Yeah, I think that's it as well, because like some people don't they think it's a burden just to wear fringes, because now you stand out, and they don't want to stand out.
Well, it's the same concept as if you go into a hall and it's full of people and you ask a person a question, sometimes they feel ashamed to answer because there's so many people looking. So many people looking. So it's a feeling of fear and shame that people have. But through the Spirit, you have to overcome that. You have to be courageous. And you have to make a commitment to the Most High and say, look,
When you believe in this word, you don't care anyway what they. I know this.
We don't really, you know what, I laugh at people.
You know what I
When I'm in
did?
the street here, I laugh, you know what, sometimes I say, Father, forgive me. Even sometimes when I listen to certain people, I'm like, yo, tell me these words, you know. But once I read about, there's something about these, when you read the Bible,
this guy needs help.
bro, when you read the Bible, people are even when you think evil in the word and that. Like I see people that when I give you something that will show you. The mother of my children, you know what I told her, why don't you get a PhD? Because that's the next thing now. But this girl went to school, she comes from a family where, but sometimes I listen to her, and I'm like, boy, I don't know what's going on, but there's no wisdom here. But that's someone that went to, that she had degree on top of degree on top of degree. Come on, man. So we don't, I don't really, you know.
PhD here.
That's 10, that's 100 PhD guys. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I've done actually, as we talk about that, I've actually, I've got a head tie that's got a menorah on it.
Yeah.
I went literally to Stafford Hill one day. Because that's where the I walked through there one day with a big menorah before it. And you want to see a lot of looks I got through there. Some of them actually said shalom, some of them sang you know?
You know why they say that? But I think you're one of them one that went to Israel, learned the English, and came on them convert. How can you be an Israelite and you're a convert at the same time?
They have a 9. They have a 9. 7 is the number of completion, so the correct one is 7.
So you say they have a 9?
Their one's 9.
Well, it's a good thing. That means there's a difference between us and them.
Yeah, that's all.
Set apart.
Set apart.
Anyway, let's First Timothy should have been. Well, I've got you to Leviticus 11. I think you was doing Ephesians. So that means it's.
Verse 5.
Oh, I say.
Read it again. Yeah, we're a set apart people. We're a holy people. Our people don't want to be that. We want to be just like everybody else.
Our people want to be equal, meaning they want to be like everybody else, but they don't want to be above and they don't want to be set apart.
You know why? Because they don't know who they are. These are the people that have been destroyed. That's why in Deuteronomy 28, verse 8, and then you say, I will put a yoke on you. And then until you destroy, that means when they took off the yoke, you were already gone. So you didn't even know that it's gone. They don't know who they are. That's why when they see they will see a pig and they will start worshiping the pig. They don't know who they are. That's what's going on.
And that's what we're here to tell them.
Alright, let me read Ephesians 5.
It is
Ephesians 5:5.
yeah.
For this you know that no whoremonger, no unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, have any inheritance in the kingdom of a Mashiach and of Yahweh.
And these are the things that we have to separate ourselves from.
That's right.
When you're in the world, these are the lifestyle that a lot of our people keep up. You know, like
Whoremongering.
Yeah,
And I want to talk about it. When I first came in the truth, you know what I'm saying? I thought you could go, from one to one to one. But that's in a way. Like, I don't know if isn't that whoremongering?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you got whoremongering where you make money, you use women to make
No.
Yeah.
Pimping.
Yeah, that's pimping, yeah. But it is a form of
The whoremongering, but at the same time, whoremongering is going from one woman to another woman. Because if you have sex with a woman right now, you don't have to marry her.
She is your wife.
I mean, she's your wife already. But then, look, when you give her a D and she's your wife, right? Then some people will say, no, you finish, you can go. No, because clearly say you got to stay with her. You shouldn't leave her. So yeah.
And people don't want them kind of commitments, you know? They want to be able to like jump from bed to bed. That's why you hear in all the music, some of these, whether it's hip hop, soul, and soul is sneaky. It makes you feel all, yeah. And when you listen to what's being
When you
said,
actually listen to the lyrics,
yeah, like,
you realise how
some serious all-mongering going on in soul,
it's true.
you know? I wanna say she loves me.
What was the name of that? Color Me Bad.
See that? Color Me Bad, isn't it? Anyway.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 43, and it reads, "Ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing
So even the food that we eat sets us apart. Right. Yeah, go on.
that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them."
Yeah, we should make ourselves unholy. So when we're having all this pork, the prawns, the whatever it is that the Most High deem unclean, yeah, we're making ourselves unholy.
You're defiling the body by doing that.
Yeah, we're making ourselves unholy.
That ye should be defiled thereby. Verse 44, "For I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy."
So even the food that we eat, the Most High sets us apart with that and makes us holy.
For I am holy, neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy.
And he keeps telling us, saying it over and over, be holy, be holy. Now, like I said, the food we eat can make us unholy. That 21.